This year is finally wrapping up, and boy, what a year it's been for video games. I've practically lived in my gaming cave this past year, and trust me, narrowing down this list was no easy task. But hey, the more games, the merrier, right? As always, if you like this type of content, drop a like below, and if you've been enjoying this channel, please be sure to subscribe for more videos. Kicking off the countdown at the humble number 10 is Metroid Prime Remastered. Now, I get it. This is not a game that's on everyone's radar, but this little gem really caught my attention, and being that we're in a generation of remakes and remasters, Metroid Prime Remastered, in my opinion, is definitely one of the best remasters on the market. The game plays absolutely wonderfully on the Switch. It looks great as well, and although I prefer my traditional Metroid games, playing through Prime again was fun because, I don't know, I suppose since I'm older now, compared to when I first played the game as a little guy, I never got to appreciate the cool features that was in the game. The puzzles were fun, and the enemies and the boss fights were pretty engaging as well. I don't know, it was just a great experience. It was just nice that the game exists. I don't know, I feel like it also got Metroid Prime fans really excited for, hopefully, the next game, whenever that's happening, Nintendo. Rolling into the 9th spot is Hi-Fi Rush. If there were a list of the most underrated games for the year, this is definitely on top of the list. What a freaking surprise Hi-Fi Rush was. It's an absolute blast. The game has so much soul, and it freaking feels like I'm playing a Sega game from like the early 2000s or something like that. It just brought me back to a time when games weren't all about, you know, DLC and serious storytelling, or you know, in-app purchases, or, you know, any of that, so you buy coins for games and things like that. It's just a fun game, and it was an absolute treat. And I think if you're someone who likes rhythm games, and maybe even action-adventure games, like, say, a Devil May Cry, or even like a Spider-Man or something like that, this game brings both of those worlds together in a beautiful way. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we've got STARFIELD. And I know some of you at this point might dislike the video, but wait, just hold on, hear me out. I think the reason I really enjoyed STARFIELD was because when the game works, it works really well. I really did feel like I was traveling through universes and being like this super space hero, doing all these different quests. I don't know, as someone who loves space and the cosmos, the game landed in really good areas for me. The story was also quite good, some really fun twists and turns that I didn't expect the story to take, which was a nice surprise. So yeah, I think STARFIELD definitely deserves a spot on this list for me. Lucky number 7 on our list goes to Lethal Company. Now, keep in mind, I've only played this game once, and I cannot believe how amazing it was. This game was both terrifying and hilarious at the same time. It was incredible. The only thing I will say about Lethal Company is that I think you should play it with more friends to make the game more engaging, in my opinion. But once you do, this game is a freaking ride. I think what's even more impressive is that it was made by one person, and it works really, really well. Like, everything works in the game that's like featured in the game, which to me is pretty freaking impressive. The proximity audio is amazing. The monsters are simple but terrifying at the same time. I don't know, this game is just more than pixels on a screen. It's an experience that tugs at the heartstrings in all the right ways. Halfway through our list, we're diving into Cyberpunk at number 6. And I had my reservations initially because this game technically didn't come out this year, and I think it probably wasn't fair to other games that came out in 2023. But if you think about it, it also kind of did come out this year in some ways. I mean, the devs completely overhauled this game, and man, playing through Cyberpunk now is an absolute blast. Compared to a game like, say, STARFIELD, which I mentioned earlier, I don't know, this game feels more realized. The characters, the story, the gameplay are tons of fun. I just appreciate that the game works now, and it works really well. Honestly, looking forward to playing through the DLC soon because I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. Definitely check out Cyberpunk if you haven't. Trust me, it's a good one and definitely deserves the number 6 spot for me. Cracking into the top 5 is the one and only Armored Core 6. Now brace yourselves, because this game is nothing short of a masterpiece. As I mentioned in my review video, Armored Core 6 turned me into a mech fan. FromSoft continues to knock it out of the park with their releases, and the gameplay, world design, and customization from AC6 were amazing. If you haven't played this game yet, do yourself a favor, buy the game. It's so worth the money. It's so much fun. It's so freaking cool. Just go buy the game, go play it. You'll thank me later. Securing the 4th spot is Spider-Man 2. And, man, what can I say about Spider-Man 2? I mean, no game this year was able to bring me back to this place that games often don't bring me back to, and it was being a kid. Spider-Man 2 brought back so much nostalgia and memories, and everything about this game was just overall fantastic. The gameplay was on point, the story was engaging, and probably what I loved most was traversing through New York. Insomniac was somehow able to make going around the city with Spidey even more fun than the first game, which, if you think about it, to me is a feat in itself. Also, Venom is in this game, and he's freaking awesome. Definitely go play Spider-Man 2 if you haven't already, but you probably have. It's really good. I freaking love Spider-Man 2. Now, on to the podium. Snatching the bronze medal for my top 10 games of 2023 is Lies of P. If you see my review video of this game, you should know how much I adore Lies of P. The game was absolutely incredible, and in my opinion, it really made its mark in this industry. If you haven't played Lies of P, please go buy the game. It's worth every penny. It's an incredible, incredible game. I don't want to talk too much about it because the review video pretty much covers how I feel about this game, but trust me, it's a fantastic game. Definitely go play it. All right, we're getting down to our final 2 games, and grabbing the silver medal is none other than Resident Evil 4. This game could have easily grabbed the gold if it wasn't for the next game I'm going to talk about, but RE4 was nothing short of amazing. Probably the greatest remake of all time for any game, in my opinion. The fact that the team over at Capcom was able to remake one of the greatest games of all time, and in some ways make it even better, still blows my mind. The combat, in my opinion, is really what shines the most in this game. Anytime I play for a few hours of the main story, or just jump into, like, Mercenaries, I always leave knowing I had a great time. RE4 is an absolute must-play, and again, just like Lies of P, it's worth every penny. It's fantastic. Go play it if you haven't played it yet. Amazing, amazing game. And finally, claiming the throne at number 1 is none other than Street Fighter 6. This game stands as the epitome of fighting game excellence, in my opinion. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not typically the kind of gamer who logs in hundreds of hours into a game, but somehow Street Fighter 6 managed to grab more than 500 hours of my gaming time. The gameplay is not just good, it's the pinnacle of the series, in my opinion. The graphics are nothing short of stunning, immersing you in so many different visual just effects, and from the supers to the critical arts. And what truly sets this game apart, though, in my opinion, is the online play, which, let me tell you, is damn near flawless. I mean, I could fight, you know, someone who lives, like, in the Philippines or in Japan, literally across the world. And if both of our connections are wired, it feels like I'm playing them like if they just live just a few miles away from me. It's pretty freaking amazing, man. There's also an abundance of content catering to both casual and competitive players, making every match an exciting experience for both parties, in my opinion. Capcom has truly outdone themselves with Street Fighter 6, and mark my words, this game is only going to evolve and flourish from here onwards. It's not just a fighting game. To me, it's a masterpiece in motion, and I can't believe just how awesome and amazing Street Fighter 6 is. And there you have it, y'all. My top 10 games of 2023. Did your favorites make the cut? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell to stay updated on all things gaming on this channel. And yeah, y'all, until next time, my name is C4 Sages. Peace.